good afternoon, good evening, whatever you want to call it, depending on the time. It's currently 6:30 PM. It is a Wednesday afternoon. I'd like to welcome you to Ask Cian, Episode 3. I'm your host Cian. You know the deal already. If you haven't seen this already, the purpose of this video is I get a certain amount of people to ask me questions. I pick out 10 of the finest questions and then I answer them as true as possible. Let's move on. Question time. Also, I'd like to quickly point out that I'm wearing my school tie because I couldn't find another tie. Don't judge me. I'm better than you. Owen O'Donoghue asks, can you do a Bebo Stunna pose? Okay, the Bebo Stunna pose consists of 3 steps, and it's a bit complex. Not easy for beginners. You'd have to practice days, months. It really depends on the person. But first, you'd have to perk your lips, like pout, so like this. Second, you have to raise your eyebrows up, so like that. And then third, you have to add a hand gesture of some sort, so or yeah. Hope you understand that. Second question comes from, pardon, just fixing my hair. Great. Second question is from John Paul Power. What are your views on Daddy Bomb and his Swiss Army leg? Okay, not exactly familiar with Daddy Bomb, or whatever he wants to be called, and his Swiss Army leg, but I would assume he's got some form of apparatus on his leg, which consists of maybe a spatula, cheese grater, corkscrew, something like that, but I would say he's the actual ideal man for a camping trip. Cian Nolan asks, how do you know when you're from Cork? You know when you're from Cork when you ask ridiculous and stupid questions like that. Podrick Fitz asks, what's the biggest turn-off in a girl? Personally, I think the biggest turn-off in a girl has to be their grammar mistakes and their way of talking. For example, if they use numbers instead of letters, stay away from them. And if they overemphasize the you in girl, for example, what are you doing, girl? Or, what are you doing, girl? Stay away from them, it's a bad idea. Courtney Cotter asks, do you like Sunny D? Personally, Sunny D was a part of my childhood, it's a part of my teenagehood, and it's a part of my adult life to this current stage. I am 18 years of age, I'm nearly 19, and Sunny D has played a big role in my life. It's helped me get through many things. It's Sunny D is the shit, as the youth would say. Catherine Clarks asks, do you have a fetish? Personally, a fetish is very hard to define, really, if you're talking about sexually, which you shouldn't, because this is a PG show. A fetish, would have a strong passion for obscurely shaped vegetables. For example, a parsnip, maybe a carrot, and maybe a melon. Yeah. Liam Scannell, this is probably my favourite question of the whole series, asks, if a film were to be based on your life, what actor would play you? This is a very well thought out question. Personally, I would say that Robert Downey Jr. would have to play me, simply because Robert Downey Jr. is the only person that is cool enough to play me, and I don't think that anyone else could. That I know of. Maybe Chesney from EastEnders. He's not from EastEnders, is he? Chesney from Coronation Street. Ginger mug. Ha. Dean O'Sullivan asks, and there is a picture attachment with this, which I have preloaded on my computer, which is situated behind the video camera. Dean O'Sullivan, or Doocy, as he likes to call himself, Whew. Does this look infected? Now I like to see attached photo. Now Dean, judging by the swelling and redness around the infected area and judging by the pus coming out, it appears that is well and truly infected. I would suggest and prescribe you with 500 milligrams of paracetamol and maybe apply a bit of Bonjela to that. Okay, there's your prescription. Go. Eric Allen asks, what are your views on women's rights? That's my view on women's rights, because they don't exist, and it's just a big joke. Women have no rights. They should be in the kitchen for the rest of their life. It's a man's world. Get over it. Evan DC, this is my final question. Will you do your weirdest face and noise? To be perfectly honest, I don't know if I can pull off this, but I don't even know if I have a weirdest face, because most of my expressions are quite, how would you say, odd. But I can try something here. I can try gesture my mouth out. Hope you enjoyed this episode 3 of Ask Cian. As you know, I'm your host Cian. Quick thing to say here, if you want to ask me a question, you will have to add me as a friend. I will be more than happy to accept, but what I do ask is for you to not bug the shit out of me. I will not name and shame, because that's a bit harsh, a tad harsh. So, I've been Cian, you've been the listeners, Cork City. Stay dandy.